Welcome to the Value Stuff Podcast. I am your host, Daniel Glazier. I'm a certified personal property appraiser and I value stuff for a living. Thank you so much for listening. Today, I want to talk about the VHS system. This is part two. The first part was basically an overview of my VHS system, but I'll give you a quick overview of what it is. It's a system for inventorying all the items that you own for estate planning purposes, and it's to help our families not have chaos and problems after we pass on because there's been no plan for the stuff. We're making a plan for our stuff. So it's the VHS system. It stands for the V is your most valuable items. The H is your family heirlooms. S is the sentimental items. Very simple. It's a very easy and simple system. You're going to start off with a notebook. Make sure you have a notebook, a blank notebook. You're going to call this your VHS notebook. So what you're going to do, we're going to start with our most valuable items. So what are our most valuable items? We need to define that. First of all, we have to come up with a number. Is it everything that I own that's over 1,000? Is it everything I own that's over 200? Is everything I own that $350? It doesn't matter. You have to create that number because it's a ceiling above that. So there's a floor. So the floor I like to use, this is just me. Everyone's going to be different depending on how big your house is, how much stuff you have, how much stuff you don't have. I like to start with $500. So we're going to just use that for argumentation. Everything over $500. And it's not you're not going to Google anything. Okay. You're no Googling, no asking people's opinion and stuff. This is stuff that you perceive is valuable to you. That's over whatever number you put. I'm going to say $500. So I'm going to tell you how you do this. I'm going to do it. It's just like when I'm going around actually doing an appraisal, you have to be systematic. I would start with one room. So I would start with the primary bedroom. You're going to go around and you're going to look around and say, okay, that maybe there's a painting in there, maybe there's an antique, or maybe there's something. There's 4 things in there that you think are over $500, and you're going to keep doing this from room to room to room, but you want to go in order, like your primary bedroom, and then maybe the bedroom A, bedroom B, bedroom C, et cetera, et cetera. And then if you do the living room and then you do the dining room and then the kitchen, anything that you perceive is over $500, you're going to write in the list. Your garage, outdoor furniture, shed, you don't want to miss anything. This whole process, give yourself a timeline. You don't have to do it all in one day and feel overwhelmed. That's the whole point of doing this. It's not to feel overwhelmed. It's a nice, systematic, calm approach. I would give yourself a week. You could do 1 or 2 or 3 rooms a day type of thing. Maybe you might have to skip a day, maybe have, a Sunday or something to spend more time. Give yourself a week. So there's going to be 3 sections in your notebook: the valuable items, the family heirlooms, and the sentimental items. But for right now, you're going to go around, write down all your valuable items. The list might seem really long in the beginning, might seem really messy. That's okay. We want this. Some items are going to be duplicated. That's fine. That's actually good. We want to see which items are duplicated because now we're really zeroing in on the items that might potentially cause the most problems for our family after we pass on. So the point of this exercise is we're going to start with this big list, but then we're going to narrow it all the way down. There could be a few hundred items on the list when we begin. And then in the end, we might have 30 items. I'm not sure the number. It'll be different. It could be 10 items, could be 5 items, could be 30 items, could be 50 items, but it's not going to be the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of items in our household. That's the whole point of this, because people feel extremely overwhelmed when you're trying to figure out what to do with all your items. Right now, all the valuable items, very simple. Just go around, write down all the items that you feel are valuable. Again, no Googling. The values are going to change based on later on. You will call an appraiser like myself in to help you with. Once you're done all 3 lists, we're going to call the appraiser in, and we're also going to talk to our family, and then maybe a bit of research here and there. But right now, forget the research, forget the Googling, and this is your list. What you perceive is over $500 or $300, whatever the list is. That's how simple it is. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Think I got it all here. Another thing, there's different values for items too, so don't get caught up in that. You might think it is $500. It might be worth less. It might be worth more. Understand we are dealing with an estate. In estate planning, we're always dealing with fair market value, not liquidation, not replacement value, fair market value. That's what I have for you today. Get your notebook, start with the most valuable stuff, write it all down, go room to room, everything over that bottom number that you think, 100, 200, 500,000, you decide, put some thought into that. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't worry about it being a long list. Don't worry about it being messy. Write down capture as much stuff as you can. By the time we're done this exercise, it'll be a much smaller list, more zeroed in. It's not about your death, because that's one reason nobody does a lot of planning for estate planning. It's about making things easier for our family after we pass. Thank you so much. Dan Glazier, the Value of Stuff podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.